Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, has made a firm commitment to proceed with the long-awaited attack on Rafah, a city in southern Gaza, regardless of Hamas's reaction to the latest ceasefire proposals and the return of Israeli hostages. In recent days, the possibility of a ceasefire agreement has increased due to Egypt's renewed efforts to restart the stalled negotiations between Israel and Hamas. However, up to this point, there has been minimal evidence of consensus on the primary disagreement between the two parties. Concurrently, the International Criminal Court has highlighted Israel's growing concerns about increasing isolation due to the conflict in Gaza. The war has displaced the majority of Gaza's 2.3 million inhabitants. On Tuesday, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, promised to initiate an incursion into Rafah, a city in southern Gaza. Netanyahu stated that Israel would invade Rafah, which Israel identifies as the last stronghold of Hamas, irrespective of the outcome of the truce for hostages negotiations. His remarks seemed to be aimed at placating his nationalist coalition partners, but it remains uncertain whether they will influence any potential agreement with Hamas. The United Nations has issued a warning that an Israeli attack on Rafah in the Gaza Strip is imminent and that Israel's incremental advancements in providing aid to the region cannot be used as a justification or preparation for such an operation. Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, has urged countries with influence over Israel to exert all their power to prevent an Israeli attack on Rafah. Antony Blinken, the United States Secretary of State, arrived in Israel on Tuesday for discussions with Netanyahu and other officials. This visit, following his trips to Jordan and Saudi Arabia, marks his seventh journey to the region since the onset of the Israel-Hamas war. The efforts to negotiate a hostage release and ceasefire have intensified. The objective of the deal is to liberate hostages, provide some relief to the populace, and prevent an Israeli offensive into Rafah, thereby avoiding potential harm to civilians there.